What are you talking about? 2 streams in a week? It's 2 streams in a day. It's ridiculous. You're right, Lurker. You're right, Deafy. Welcome back. Watcha. I'm gonna wait for. There we go. You did the thing. Hooray!
Hey, want to see my Mighty Pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
No, I won't stream. So this is the last stream for the year, guys.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood.
Mighty Pirate. That's all that's on this page.
In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth.
Got to get all the recap.
Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine.
Look how happy Meathook is.
My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same.
That last puzzle's all good.
You had to brew there were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other.
I became a hot pirate. I was always a hot pirate. What are you talking about?
LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface.
Avast, me hearties.
We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought. It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? I defeated LeChuck and he basically exploded. It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop.
Ah, Monkey Island 2. It's Wally!
I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times.
Good times indeed.
The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up. The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture. I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine. I got eaten by a snake. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle.
Good old Murray.
I got buried alive. Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering. This is the daisy we stomped on together. Wedding traditions are weird. It's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation.
What was the haiku?
I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride. Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it.
We didn't actually do that. We didn't get enough of the body parts.
LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time.
These aren't separate, they're the same thing.
Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed. Morgan Le Fay betrayed me, even after we bonded inside a giant manatee. I should have trusted her less. I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course.
Didn't Stan it? No, Stan was in jail, never mind. Oh no, wait.
Then Elaine wasn't fooled by LeChuck's human form any more than I was. I should have trusted her more.
It's good guy LeChuck.
Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off.
Get more paper. Oh, alright. Well, we've recapped now. We can set off on a grand new adventure. More puzzles, harder puzzles, the full monkey. Oh, we're definitely a pro adventure gamer. Hard mode it is. Let's go.
Take this, LeChuck!
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir.
Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
No fooling. Oh, I actually got to check the barrel. Okay.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
Sounds real. Sounds real. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
This is not the Monkey Island game I signed up for.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
I'm exploring.
Some places you go.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog. The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog. What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one. I once had the hiccups for 4.
It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key.
Oh, let's type, check it.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Exhibit removed. Aww.
Let's check
I
this
wonder
barrel.
if this is drinking water. Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry.
I guess we gotta get scurvy dogs. Hey, that key's got a peg leg.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
How much are those chicken foot fries?
Chicken foot fries are 2 pieces of 8.
How much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8. That's money that grown-ups use.
I know
Wow.
what a piece of 8 is. How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
I am a grown-up.
How much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8.
Can we get a mug of grog, please?
I told you, grog's only for grown-ups. Stop wasting my time.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to Scurvy Dogs. I can't believe.
But we are in
never had-
Scurvy Dogs.
Can we get some chicken foot fries?
You got 2 pieces of 8?
No.
Then no fries.
Boo.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
We're so hungry.
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess
Boo.
never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Yoink.
I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Good, you unlocked it.
Oh, disgusting.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do. Hey, Chucky. It says you're supposed to wash your hands.
I never wash my hands.
I dare you to take a drink of this.
No way, I'm not doing that.
Chicken.
I double dare you to take a drink of this.
Don't want to get sick before I get my scurvy dog.
I double dog dare you to take a drink of this.
I'll do it for 1,000,000 pieces of 8.
I ain't got that kind of money.
No.
Triple dipple dare. Oh.
I triple dipple dare you to drink this.
I'll do it if you do it first. In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
That's a Pulp Fiction reference.
What's that over there?
Where?
Okay, I took a drink.
You did not.
Did so.
Did not.
Did so?
Do it again then.
Okay, you don't have to drink, but I dare you to wash your hands.
Fine. Your turn.
Ew! You actually did it!
Your turn.
No way!
Your turn.
No way!
It's a
It
piece of
isn't a
it.
piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
I thought it was a piece of 8 at first. It looks just like a piece of 8. I thought it was a piece of a fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Bleh.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
But your
Okay.
hands are already dirty. There's a dead rat in there. Disgusting.
Gross. I am not doing that again. Gross. Gross. Gross.
Gross. Gross.
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
It looks like a piece of 8 if you don't see very well.
To be fair, the guy doesn't see very well. It's fine. Here, I'll put this back.
Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
Yeah, I do.
I want to say 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
Here is a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Ew.
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you
Delicious.
getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Oh, he gets the one with the fly. Man, we got schemazzed.
Yum! What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Try to take over the world. Ah, let's go tie him up.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Exhibit removed.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Gotta go fast.
That's
Who's
my
this
friend
kid?
D. Hey, D.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
What's in my to-do list now? Buy scurvy dogs. Find our real presents. Let's go feed the duck, wherever that is. Oh no, wait, this is from the other game. This is from Monkey Island 2.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
That's not true, Chucky.
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2,
2, 1.
go!
Too fast. Too furious. Good job, Chucky.
I wonder where this path goes. At home, I've got a collection.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship.
I don't think
They
that's
started
true.
making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
That was very informative.
I bet I've known Chucky longer than you have.
No chance. We go way back.
I bet I've known Chucky longer than you have.
No chance. We go way back.
I once ate 2 scurvy dogs at the same.
Hey, hands off.
What do you mean hands off?
Excuse me.
Yes?
I want some bread.
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
I don't wanna.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
What's in the
I
basket?
wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days. You no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. I certainly hope you'll have better manners in the future.
Nah. What do we...
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Don't feed the duck.
Why not?
Don't feed the duck. I want to feed the duck. I want to feed the duck. What's this red glob on the ground?
It's sauce.
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Well, clearly.
You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
Only
No,
the
of
ketchup.
course not. Gross.
Oh,
You should
okay.
put that on your scurvy
So you
dog.
can just pick up the whole ketchup. Okay, cool.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Mmm, delicious.
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops. I wonder where this path goes.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days. No regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a...
Gotta run.
How rude.
I stole it from that couple.
Here, ducky duck.
It looks full.
We fed the duck. Go us.
Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if. Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
There's one right here.
I found one.
Ta-da!
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
What's left on my to-do list? Sword fighting and wishing well. Okay. On guard.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way. You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Your sword is as sharp as a banana.
I'll still tear you down to size.
I for sure won that one.
In
These
your
are both
dreams.
really bad.
You fight like kids.
One more time.
You're about as scary as a bowl of oatmeal.
I'll be sure to break you fast.
I'm so the best at this.
Almost as good as me.
I've seen better footwork from a footstool.
Shut up, D.
I should find a coin to throw in.
Let's have a look at this coin.
Maybe I should throw this down the wishing well. I wish we could speak backwards. Or would it?
Yes, you know.
Yes. Well, yes, you go.
That was fun.
Oh man, it wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
I want another coin. here's Guybrush.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
We're gonna learn this for a
A
story.
long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Now the real game begins. Hooray! Oh, it's nostalgic opening. It's just like the first one. I mean, so far the art style's not terrible. A lot of people didn't like it. Part 1. A friendly place.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him. That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
I don't like his nose.
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be
We
great
gotta
to
get
see
the
those old
band
guys
back
again.
together.
We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
You're right, Moon.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. I detect a certain resemblance here.
It's Hootie.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
Hi there, little guy. Hi there, little guy.
Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
I was just about to head down there.
Boo. What happens if I go this way?
My business right now is down those stairs, with 3 pirate leaders and the fat wad of cash they're gonna give me.
Let's go get that money. Oh, it's just like the old one.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's hard on softness. Re-elect Governor Carla. She's hard on softness. Oops, I almost forgot to duck into the Scum Bar to ask the pirate leaders to back my expedition. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret. I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
But I want to go see what LeChuck is up to now.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards.
Collectible
Looks
trivia
like someone
cards.
just left it here unattended.
Yoink. That was the. Oh my god, there's so many pages of trivia cards.
Looks like a circus act. Maybe.
Wait, these guys aren't the originals. Who are
You've seen
these
the pirate
guys?
leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Where are the 3 older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
I
Probably
care.
crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you? Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are
I'm
exactly?
Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
Yeah, we're selling NFTs.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
I don't want to go with
The problem
LeChuck.
with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
They're laughing at us.
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better. Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to. Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you?
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
Yeah, I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks, I'll try that. Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
No.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye 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 first.
How many times can I do
No,
this?
you say bye first.
Okay. Bye.
Damn it!
Bye.
You son of a bitch.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of... It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
So do when she's not looking.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy.
Damn
It's
it.
important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
Why's Wally got a shop here?
Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle.
Okay, who do we want to talk to first?
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. Oh, yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. They're having a half-off sale. They're having a half-off sale.
Voodoo Lady or Wally? Let's go talk to Wally.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Well, I guess we have to go see the Voodoo Lady.
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon, back shortly.
Boo.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Yeah, you don't even have to Google it
anymore.
anymore.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories. Aye.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Got anything else to say?
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys. No one ever works together. All want their own prize.
I wonder if Otis is in jail again.
When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone. You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it.
Why not?
A lock is a beautiful thing. A key, even more so. If you listen close, you can hear the gears grinding.
I think this woman likes keys.
They're mostly gone now. Hardly anyone left to pick up the pieces. The queen always gives way to a new queen. She vanished along with the ship. I told her not to go. The secret smells like popcorn.
I love popcorn.
Some islands you should not visit. But what can you do? I got my golden key. But then, that is not enough. Lights out always comes sooner than you think.
How many voice lines does this lady have?
He's doomed. But that's what you get when you get involved with a woman of station. They all think they deserve it. Well, they do and they don't.
It's a fairly good story. I wonder if there will be a sequel. Once you have a key,
Okay.
you've got to open the door.
Trivia card. Yoink.
It seems to be stuck closed.
I don't know.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Another trivia card. Yoink. I need
Hi
a key.
there, newcomer.
Hi there. Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I'ma touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Come on. Can I please try your key grinder?
Seriously, I don't much care if you grind off a finger. But I don't want to have to clean up afterwards.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Why don't we have multiple puns?
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
What more can you tell me about the Golden Keys?
Not much. I was just a kid, and mysteries have never been my thing.
They can't
Too
kick me
messy.
out. I'm a mighty pirate.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
That's impossible.
These are nice.
Thanks.
What more can you tell me about the Golden Keys?
Not much. I was just a kid, and mysteries have never been my thing. Too messy.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
What's that key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out.
What about this
What's
one?
that key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're trapped. And please, don't touch the glass.
What about
What's
this
that
one?
key?
That opens a long, straight wardrobe for keeping long, straight dresses. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that lock?
That's for hats.
What's this lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
What's this lock?
A special one that can open with any of 4 different keys. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's this lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people from stealing his front doormat. And please, don't touch the glass.
Was he a lock-picking lawyer?
What's that key?
That activates a mechanical kettle.
What's that lock?
That's for sealing a container full of evaporated gas.
What's this key?
That unlocks your house. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's this lock?
It's for a small jazz band to lock up their gear. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver. And please, don't touch the glass.
She's got a lot of keys.
What's this lock?
A special one that can open with any of 4 different keys.
Trivia card.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
That's a lot of pressure.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
Not even a locksmith.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Damn it, she's in a union.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock, I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
That seems enormously useful.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Touch all the things. Alright, let's see if Otis is at home.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Hey, it's Otis!
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan.
And Stan.
Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time.
You look different somehow.
New art style?
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
Swords.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here.
You should just stop stealing flowers.
I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping. It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
What about the other ones? Oh, there's a trivia card. Yoink.
Watch your boots in here, son.
A spider. Ugh, it's that same spider. Ah, it's that spider again. Ugh, I simply don't like looking at that spider. Ah, every time I look at it, it's somehow worse. Yikes! Why do I keep looking at it? Yikes! Why do I keep looking at it?
How's your day going?
Hi, Stan.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sail, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
You don't have any ships,
Seeing
Stan.
you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought.
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
You can crew the ship then.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted.
He started an
Now, naturally,
LML,
people don't always
multi-level
know
marketing
that they
scheme.
want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Handy.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Are you sure there's no way I can get a ship from you?
I'm afraid that's the case.
Nuts. It's starting to look like LeChuck's ship really is the only available ship on the island.
How railroady.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
Okie dokie.
See you later.
Yep.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
You look like you're having a good time.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read. The pen is mightier than the sword. Looks sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier.
Run, 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 run.
Carla.
Watch out, she's got a sword.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You've come far since I got you your first cushy government job.
I hope you're not about to try to take credit for me being governor, because that would be both absurd and obnoxious, and I might have to skewer you for it.
No, furthest thing from my mind.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
Hey, but the last two times were
unlikely,
great.
But still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh.
Boo.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her... I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Poke. It moves. Oh, trivia card. Ah, it's a dead poodle.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Yoink.
It's a lot of work being governor. It's a lot of work being governor. I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff. Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today.
That's nice.
I've seen that same...
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Edgy.
Oh, look at him. Look at the little map marker.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
We don't need a map.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Oh, I used to love these when I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Why is everyone at this luncheon? Why weren't we invited? I'm gonna go in the creepy woods.
Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel. Or alliums. Or clematis. A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
Interesting. Mushrooms.
Ew. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Nah, we can do this. We can brute force this easy.
I'm hopelessly lost without a...
Unless, of course, this one takes us back to the start.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
The map. Boo. Boo. I guess we'll go to the shipyard.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
It's Tan's.
It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. It says, Tan's, the window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Trivia card.
It's a dried up old sea sponge. It's bone dry. I guess Stan hasn't washed a ship in a while.
Yoink.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival.
We must gaze solemnly at the moon.
It always looks bigger on this side of the island. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. This used to be such a bright, cheery place.
Where's the vending machine? How do I get his toothbrush out the window?
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. Has LeChuck's ship set sail yet?
Nope. Still at the dock.
See anything interesting out there?
Change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
Huh. You've been at this post a long time.
Yep. My eyesight isn't what it once was, but my hearing is still as sharp as the governor's sword.
And that's helpful for being a lookout?
There's hardly ever anything to see anyway. The job is mostly about greeting people. Welcome to Melee Island.
Thanks. Ever think about retiring?
Sure, sounds great. I'll get a little place where I can sit by the fire and watch the ocean.
Say.
You'll have to excuse me. I think I see something on the horizon.
But you're blind.
Say.
You'll have to excuse me. I think
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Oh, there was a trivia card somewhere. Right there. Yoink.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It's him!
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
He's not allowed to leave.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
But
then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
He said the thing.
Now get lost.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Bye, Cobb.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote Lymes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey!
At least it's not a tiki bar.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm thinking I'll steal one.
As far as I know, the only ship out there is LeChuck's.
Even better. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Well, it's definitely a mop. Looks like a mugshot. Looks like a mugshot.
Stay away from that picture.
Active little guys, aren't they? It's like a miniature dance party. And at least they look healthy. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. And you have a packet of stick-on stars. It's amazing what you can achieve with pests or garnishes.
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Ah.
The plaque says, in memory... I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
That's a lot of string.
Pleasantly scorching hot. Will you advance me the down payment on a ship if I help you clean up?
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
What?
Clearly, there's a lot you don't know about mops.
Honestly, I think I prefer to keep it that way. It's soft and extra fuzzy. It's hopeless. I've got a few coins for incidentals.
What else have I got? Let's go have a look and see what's going on with this ship.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated?
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Smith. John Smith.
Uh-huh. LeChuck gave me a blacklist, and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist.
Oh no, with the whole
Sorry,
blacklist?
Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
No, with John Smith.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Grog.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Damn it, Wally, why didn't you make a copy?
I'm looking for a map through the forest.
What are you trying to find in the forest?
The meaning of life.
Nothing in particular.
Then having a map won't really be any different than wandering around lost, will it?
Yeah, but, I mean, well, never mind. You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I forgot how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
You should reinvest in the town, Wally.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
They don't have a lot of stuff in the foreground in this one.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Whew, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, Cursed Black Diamond. The first rule of piracy is, never buy a used treasure map. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. Hey Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
I knew that.
Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Hey Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny. Huh, never seen one of those before. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. They're like glasses, only way less... Ooh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
Yoink.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
Ah, it's not so fun if he just gives us it. Boo. Is there no trivia card in here? Not meanwhile.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Not Murray.
Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret, too. Guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait. Let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Forever.
I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Should we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
We need to get a disguise, clearly.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories. But looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from...
Horrible tone on that scene.
Welcome back.
Hi there. Hello again. It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
What a ham-fisted hint.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock. I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
We did it. Now we can save Otis.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid! Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case. I already copied the serial number. Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
That's terrible.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Bye, Stan.
Yep. No thanks. I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
Darn it! I've been trying.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
I said not to touch that. You don't use someone else's mop.
Why not?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well,
it's
let's hope
interesting.
It doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
Yes, interesting.
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
you must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops.
Trust the game to get all
Carve your
philosophical when
handle
Claude
from a
Addo turns
limb of
up.
that tree. Any questions?
So many questions.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
As you do. Step 1 of every adventure, build a mop. Alright, let's get Wally to give us a map to find the mop tree. I need a map.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys?
Yes.
Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
How the hell am I gonna get a sliver of
Bye.
I'm just running back and forth. Wait, who's this guy?
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
Oh man, this guy's so specific.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir. Fancy. Fancy.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. Well, it's definitely a mop. Active little guys, aren't they? Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
That's a hat?
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
To the governor's mansion. Man, there's so much back and forth. Quick. Go faster, Guybrush. I've come to negotiate.
Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
It's a lot of work being governor.
How did you... Oh.
It's thicker than I would have imagined. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
How about I just pay you?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Ah.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
God damn it. Okay. What have I got? I need that book, but how do I get that book?
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hello. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Would you like... What if I...
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
No.
It seems to be stuck closed. Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes.
It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has
That's
been
alright,
placed
Claudetta.
with me
Don't worry
for
about it.
safekeeping.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said, it has been placed with me for safekeeping.
A safe for safekeeping.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Not for me. Looks like it's been there forever. It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers.
Is that how it works?
Not very practical. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
How you been, Claudetto?
The good work, buddy.
How you been?
Too bad it's empty. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last. Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. An empty basket. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
that used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now. But
Stress.
I believe I could restore its abilities.
Stress ain't good. I'm doing alright. I'm living the dream.
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy.
But I'm glad things sound like they're looking up. It's a frog.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog.
I need one of
It's
them.
like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial...
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may
You're right, Kathy.
cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children,
Okay, Kathy,
pets,
sleep
the
well.
aged or infirm, clowns, pirates,
Thanks for
and
stopping
adults.
by.
Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility
Oh my
for the
God.
consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
That was almost as interesting as the anchor lecture we had earlier.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
Knowledge.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets.
I thought that was
I'm
voodoo.
no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Dark-er? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Well, dang.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
What are the lottery numbers? No? Okay. Alright, fine. Let's get out of here. Speed run. I know, serious low drop. Alright, I need this.
Stay away from my mom.
I guess I've got to get him the ingredients first. Fine. Let's go see Clara. Give her a frog so she doesn't hate us anymore. So contrived that I have to give her this stupid forgiveness frog just so I can borrow her book. Here.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
How could you reject the frog?
Dear Carla.
Sorry for blowing you up that one time.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
What do you mean I can do better? Fine. Do this again.
Dear Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. And everybody says how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
This time for sure. Let's go.
This is for you.
Accept the frog. Do it.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better.
Come
I
on.
reject your fraud.
Come on. What am I doing wrong?
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
There, fine. This is it, clearly.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing.
What can I do better, huh?
I reject your fraud.
What can I do better, you... Yeah. Fine, I'm gonna talk to you. Sword fight.
Can we try the frog again?
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better.
What
I
one
reject
thing?
your fraud.
Huh? What one thing? God damn it.
Well, apparently a forgiveness frog doesn't work if the apology you write on it isn't good enough. Dear Carla, sorry for blowing you up that one time. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me.
Perfect.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, what's this about blowing me up? I don't remember it quite like that. Anyway, I don't know why you're apologizing, and I'm not sure you know either. I reject your fraud.
Oh, come on. We did technically blow you up that one time. That one time. Remember, guys?
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me.
Right, this time for sure.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing.
Oh, come on, Carla!
You can do better. I reject your frog.
Freaking...
It's a lot of work being governor.
God damn it. You know what? Fine, fine. We'll go get the stupid eye patch first. You try to give a woman a frog and she don't even want it.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Ah, sweet, a business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel
You have a
free to
team?
explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the Pirate of 1,000 Faces. There's some very tiny writing on it. Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Ah, we need the teeny tiny.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Poor Guybrush.
Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again. Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Who?
Tell me again about the plank.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
I'm gonna poke it. I'm gonna poke it.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the Dread Pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Where is he?
Tell me again about the hook.
That once belonged to the Dread Pirate Meat Hook.
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was
it's from
used by
Monkey
a
Island
certain
2.
well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
He's an expert.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy
Spoiler
number one
alert.
on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It
Oh,
was found
yeah.
in a Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Poor Guybrush.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Ah, yes. Unpaid interns.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal. and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
He doesn't even have a real peg leg. I remember this.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
Man, I love me some pirate poetry.
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Okay. I really like the map animation. It's really good.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. This place has kind of gone downhill. Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that?
I guess I gotta get this stupid frog right.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Okay, those two have to be right.
I admire that you are hard on softness.
So those three should be correct.
And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me.
Surely this is it.
This is for you.
Accept the frog. Do it. Do it, Carla.
Carla. This is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing.
Come on, what is it?
You can do better. I reject your frog.
God damn it. Fine. Fine.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
I'm gonna go look at that poster again. Go. Gotta go fast.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's hard on softness.
Okay.
It'll be my ship soon enough. Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness.
There's only so many combinations, but I don't remember all of the ones I've done.
And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
But I swear I did this one before.
Even though it wasn't really my fault.
It's never our fault. That's maybe what it is. Never admit you're wrong. Actually, I'm gonna go complain to the voodoo lady quickly. Your frog's defective.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No.
I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
Never mind.
I never do.
I can't give her the frog. I can't complain. No refunds, clearly. I've been bested by a freaking frog. Alright.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, not really your fault? This isn't an apology. It's an excuse. I reject your frog.
Man! Okay,
Dear
that's
Carla,
right. That's
sorry
right.
for losing the book I borrowed. I
That's
admire
right.
that you are hard on softness.
I don't know. I don't normally have to apologize, Defi, because I never do anything wrong.
And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
I swear I started with this one, but we'll try it again. Just take the frog.
This is for you.
Take the frog.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better.
How can I
reject
do
your
better?
frog.
How can I do better?
Stay out of my bed.
I've seen that. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict
Stab
morals
the
and
frog.
overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today. It's soft and extra fuzzy.
kid.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
See you later.
Yep.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I completed the 3 trials.
Trials?
It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh.
Disgusting.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
What if I give you... Okay, I can't give him a business card, I guess.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered rowboats.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Would you make crackers if I gave you some cracker mix?
That stuff is strictly for home and office use. We pros don't touch it.
You bastard. I'm gonna leave that door open now.
Stay away from that picture.
Looks like a mugshot.
Oh, there's a guy hanging out the window. That's nice.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. And property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Welcome back.
Hi. I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do.
Yoink.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
I've got enough to last me. It already looks well fed.
Okay. Yeah, Polly.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. The display case is locked. Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
How am I gonna get them? Let me just use this.
It doesn't fit.
What? Is something wrong?
Well, I was just wiping a smudge off the glass.
Oh, all right. But be careful. Guard parrots are attack trained.
good for relieving stress. I've got a few coins for incidentals. It's soft and extra fuzzy.
How am I meant to... Ah, Waddy's got 2 magnifying glasses. There was a second monocle. I just need double the magnification. That's what it is.
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
If one monocle is good, 2 is better.
Boom. And then we go back.
I used to love these when I was 6.
No, no, don't go out.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
And then back to town. No, High Street, High Street.
Hi there.
Hi.
1 key,
Can you make me a
please.
key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
I like how we don't get charged to get a replacement key made. I don't know how she stays in business. Run, 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 run. Polly, want a cracker?
It doesn't fit.
What? Oh, it's this one. Do, 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 do.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If you bring me one more thing. A particular charm.
There's always
of
one
great
more
power.
thing.
You couldn't have told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles. Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right. Let's see what I can do.
Where the hell am I going to find 1,000 needles that bite? Man. What if I give it the poodle? This puppy was called Needles. There you go.
How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price.
I wonder if this guy's gone out of business now. He's like, oh no, my eye patch.
Oh, hi. I've got some bad news. Someone stole John Laney's eye patch.
Oh no.
Some people have no respect for private property.
It must have happened right after you left. Did you see anyone on your way out?
Not a soul. Crossword?
No, as a matter of fact. I'm working on acquisition leads. The museum hasn't got a centerpiece now because someone walked away with my eye patch. I'm not sure how they got past the guard parrot. But rest assured, I'll be beefing up security immediately.
Good idea.
You want a cracker? Okay, so I guess there's nothing left there. Still need a map, but I need to get. So I've gotta. You got anything new to say, Carla?
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
Well, apparently a forgiveness frog doesn't work if the apology you write on it isn't good enough.
Do I need to speak to somebody to get like another option? But there's not that many people to speak to.
Dear Carla,
I don't want to ask the cheat menu.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
There. Oh. Just take the frog.
This is for you.
Just take the frog, Carla.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better.
How can I do better, woman? There's so few choices. How can I do better? It's one stupid puzzle, man.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
I've probably already done this one, but I'm losing track. The stupid frog's driving me insane.
This is for you.
Just take the damn frog, Carla. Take the damn
Dear
frog.
Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing.
But what is that one thing,
better.
Carla?
I
Huh?
reject your frog.
Huh? I want to stab this frog. Stab the frog. Do you want a cracker? Can I just stab you? Stab.
It's a lot of work being governor. Shalene told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today.
Alright, fine, I'm gonna press the stupid button. Oh, no, you... Which means search Low Street.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. They're having a half-off sale. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Portobello.
Damn it! Is it because... frick's sake. It's because I didn't read the stupid plaque?
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. As shown by your actions at Portobello, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
It's because I didn't read the stupid fucking plaque. It's annoying because I knew that it would be something like that. Yeah, have your stupid apology
This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Can I also borrow this one?
Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Thanks a lot.
Well, I don't want to
Thanks
return.
for returning my book. Maybe you have learned to be responsible. Next time you can just put it in the bookshelf yourself.
Can I borrow this book?
Fine, fine.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this. The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi there. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Thanks.
Thanks for returning my book.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Fine, fine.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
I'm gonna use it to make some food. Can't believe I didn't look at that plaque and that caused us all this issue. Freaking ridiculous.
I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush. This will be excellent.
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
10 minutes later.
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
Such a nice guy.
It's torn and ugly, but strangely compelling.
Come on, go faster. Faster, Guybrush, faster.
Guess I lost my way.
Wait, but no, it said to go that
Guess I
way. It
lost
said
my
to
way.
go that way, though. Oh, no, it's because I misread my notes, that's why.
Guess I lost my way.
Oh, fuck's sake. Come on. Let me reread this stupid map. So we go this way. Then we go this way. Then we go this way.
Purple flowers. The
Dun 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 dun. Then we do.
Guess I lost my way.
This map doesn't make any fucking sense. Right. This will be the wrong way, no?
Guess I lost my way.
Oh my god, this... I freaking hate the maps in these games. They're terrible.
Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree. It's like there's a welcoming committee.
Aww.
And your mama, little prickly kids. Hey, little fella. The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Several hours later. We tore down the whole tree. Go us. Now nobody will have to suffer getting a mop handle again.
Hey, little dear.
This guy in the background.
It's probably time for them to fly south. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I'll take a shortcut back.
Many hours later, we escaped the forest.
I made him up. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
What, Deafy?
Brilliant innovation. He'll never complain again. Ingredients indeed. Coming along nicely.
The animals are fine. Alright, what do we have left to do? Made a mop. Bite of 1,000 needles.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi there.
What am I meant to even do with this?
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
And some strength. Okay, I don't know. We're just gonna save. We'll play again tomorrow. I need a break. Ugh, it's been 3 hours. done alright. That stupid frog puzzle though, man. That stupid frog puzzle. Yeah, well. Yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.